Morning, welcome to the next podcast of Andy Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. Hope you've had a good week. Postman's not been very kind this week. He's not delivered my stuff from Australia, so touch wood it'll be this week. Anyway, we're getting on okay at night's auction this weekend. We've had one success, so we're quite happy with that. Anyway, yesterday I had a nice visit down to Mr. Frith down in Guildford, and he was on top form yesterday as usual with his cricket stories and what have you. So very pleased to go down and see him yesterday. But obviously the conversation gets round to this, that and the other, and his letters came up in conversation yesterday and how important they were to him and to the cricket memorabilia world, really. You can glean all sorts of information from letters written by the old stars of the past and, well, not too much of the future, I have to say, because they can't do letters these days, but great things to have to say. And the other thing he said that what you can do with a letter is you can more or less guarantee 100% that the signature on it is pucker. You see all these stuff on eBay with signatures on single little bits of paper, but you just never know. You take a punt and generally you're okay, but some people might unfortunately get a bad one. So anyway, I've obviously got a few letters of my own that have come through over the years, and this one from Alex Bedser to Jack Simmons, 2003, and Alec Bed's typewritten letter. I hope you don't think me presumptuous in writing, but having watched young Anderson bowl, I have some thoughts which may help. Obviously he has a lot of potential. People don't seem to realise he is still a learner. I enclose a picture of my action which may help to explain my thoughts. So there was Alec Bed's perfect side on action, which he sent to Jack. And he goes on to 5 points. I'll just do a couple of them. I notice when James Anderson lands on his left leg to deliver the ball, his left foot splays out. I think this puts a strain on his knee, and more importantly, it causes him to fall away at the point of delivery. If he landed his foot facing down the pitch, he would bend his knee in the direction he was bowling. The knee would then bend in a natural way. See the photograph, which I've just shown you. All I can say is I never had any problem with my knees. I also think he would make it easier for him to get off the pitch. By splaying his left foot, it seems to me he locks his knee and therefore finds it more difficult to clear his right hip. Point 2, if James could look longer at the batsman instead of dropping his head, it would help balance, etc. To me, a straight left leg is important at the moment of delivery. I think many today are obsessed with pace and more pace. From my experience, straining for pace loses rhythm and one becomes too tense, result loss of movement. And the last point, to me, too many bowlers rush up to the wicket fast. There is no gradual acceleration and action becomes too hurried and gives no time for the bowler, as I call it, to take aim with the use of his left arm, right hand for left hand bowler. So it says, Jack, I hope you don't mind me writing, but as I say, there are thoughts that occur to me. No doubt people are giving advice, but some thoughts may come out of it. I trust you are keeping well in spite of the trials and tribulations of running the county cricket team. So that's a nice one from Alec Bedser, which I know Jack Simmons got the letter because he replied to the letter. Anyway, let's just go on to a nice one here from Jack Hobbs. This one from 1925. This was concerning Master Franklin. Here with a photocard of which you owe Messrs Jack Hobbs Limited 4p. Best wishes, yours truly, Jack Hobbs. So a lovely signed letter there from Jack Hobbs. Another one here from Montgomery of Alamein. That's quite a nice letter, this one. It's to Dear Beecher, whose family were the instigator of Beecher's Brook on the Grand National. And here it says, would you kindly send me a 1969 fixture card, first and seconds fixture card. There are certain matches against schools in this area which I could visit. Winchester, where my son was. Wellington, where my grandson now is. So nice letter there. Short one from 1969 from Montgomery of Alamein. A nice one here from Charlie McCartney. Lovely written letter there. 1926, thanking a gentleman for asking for an autograph. So lovely one there from the Hotel Cecil Strand, London WC. That's not Water Closet, by the way. So a nice letter there from Charlie McCartney. A nice one here from G.F. Watts. And many of you might not know G.F. Watts, but he was sort of pre-Anderson with his pictures of Alfred Min and all that sort of stuff. And here this is from the Joll Art collection. Dear Sir, can't really read. I have such a drawing which I hope has come to land safely. It is all I can do, and I hope it pleases everybody in the cricket world. So nice one there from G.F. Watts. And there's G.F. Watts. Oh, he was quite an instigator in all those lovely early images of the great players in those days. Another one here from David Shepherd. Nice one here. This one's from the Mayfair Family Centre, Cooper Street, Canning Town, E16, and it goes into apartheid. And at the end, just a little bit at the end there where he signed it, he says, I believe the only reason why we can begin to say that apartheid is doomed is because of the protests which have been made and are being made in the world outside South Africa. This is 1960, so obviously things were afoot then in 1960, so David Shepherd was fully aware of it and wrote a nice letter there to Mr. Bryan. Another nice one here. This is to Victor Trumper, this one, and it's thanking him for sending him tickets for the test match from St Patrick's Cathedral, Melbourne. This is 1913. Quite a lot of content in that, thanking him for that, this, that and the other, and hoping you will see him at some stage. A nice one here from George Hurst, this one. This is a nice one to Jack Hobbs, and in it he's going over a few old cricket matches and what have you, and how his garden's coming on and things like that. It's just a lovely insight into things in those days. This was 1947, this one. So lovely signature there of George Hurst at the bottom. As Mr. Frith says, you can obviously guarantee 99.9% of the time that they are genuine signatures, which is nice. So anyway, there's many more letters as well we can delve into in a future podcast. But other thing is, I just had a nice delve into a cupboard there, and I'll come up with my original Ladybird book there, History of Cricket, or the Story of Cricket, shall I say. 1964 was the first edition, first published in 1964. Some great photographs and illustrations in here, and I just picked out one just a minute ago. There's a nice one there of Worcester, lovely colour illustration there of Worcester, and then I thought this was quite funny, of the Ashes, a little bit of exaggeration in size there from the presentation of the Ashes. So quite a nice little booklet that is, I've got to say. Quite pleased to have found it again, actually. Got images like that in it, so great images. It was the illustrator, I think it does say here actually, with illustrations by Jack Matthew. So there's a nice one. I hope you've all got your Ladybird book, obviously reproduced over the years. Anyway, so that's about it for this week. Hope you get on all right at nights, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.